We are back with the Bellevue Fire Department for their final inspection.
So the travel was quite interesting.
Last night the flight was canceled from Pittsburgh to Appleton because of fog.
The guy scrambled to get us on a flight, got us on a flight.
The chief has my cell phone number, so he was in constant contact with me.
Got into Minneapolis and then jumped a connecting flight to come to Appleton. Flew over Appleton for a while and it was fogged in, so they flew us into Milwaukee.
Then bust them from Milwaukee to Appleton. So they got here about 2:15 this morning.
To try to start at 4 o'clock this morning and fly up would just be too much for the work we have to do today.
This is an important trip. This is their final inspection. This is one. If it was a print approval, we could put it off a day or so. But being volunteers, they've taken vacation from their jobs. They've made other arrangements to be here, and so it was important that we got our customers here on time so we could start the final inspection process this morning.
Sorry about that. Again? Flight last night.
What I do for my final inspections is I usually come in a day early, take my list. I go through the list that we wrote up and make sure those things that their concerns that the customer had 30 days ago were completed, because that's one less thing we have to worry about on final inspection. This is the first time they've seen their truck in the final production phase, and I let them just take the time, look at it, go over it, turn the lights on, and basically ooh and ah. They get the appreciation of what all their time and energies they put together to build this truck.
The ladder runner brings it into perspective.
Yes, it does.
Because I found over the years that if you don't do this, you end up missing things on the final inspection, because every fire truck looks great when it's brand new and it's clean and it's shiny, and if you don't take the time to get that out of the way, and now concentrate on the finer details, you miss certain things. So that's the first thing we do. We let them have their ooh and ah time, and then we'll get into this. We'll go through the specification books and through the component list. We'll go line by line. We'll check every detail from tire size, the proper lettering and striping, to proper identification of discharge outlets. We will flow water through the pump.
They said we're going to go in the pump house and pump it.
They'll be in the pump test facility. If they have any specific questions about their pressure governor or their discharges, they can be answered.
And then drive it and operate the ladder.
There'll be an aerial sales representative with them when we fly the aerial in case they have any specific questions.
One thing we do look forward to, I guess, Pierce sends a technician back to properly train us on the vehicle.
Once the truck arrives back in Pittsburgh, they will receive 24 hours of Pierce aerial training at their station. There's an aerial technician that flies in from Appleton, Wisconsin, meets with them at their station. They receive 24 hours of training. They will also receive 4 hours of Glick chassis training, proper starting procedures, proper maintenance. They go through all the safety procedures as far as not standing here or any sort of safety placards. It's all reviewed. So between those two, they'll receive about 30 hours of additional training specifically to their truck. So we will do a complete and thorough inspection. I've always made it a practice that I inspect every apparatus like it's mine, because I take pride in what I deliver and put out in the street to the fire departments. Well, we were here for a post-paint, and we found some issues that we wrote up. They didn't like the type of scene light and the location on the rear of the truck.
The reverse lights, the warning lights, the turn signals are all out of 2011. And then we had put a set of scene lights on the back that looked like they were out of a 50s.
They've been changed out to the new LED styles in a bezel that's flush mounted against the back of the truck instead of hanging down where hoses could hit or ladders could hit. We've added lighting to the pump panel so it's better seen. Move the location of a swivel mount for them when they install their radios back at their fire station. If you look at the water dome area, it was a big black piece of plastic. They didn't like that. We've wrapped it in tread plate to clean it up. So there was nothing major in January. It was just little things that they didn't like, and those are the things that we were able to take care of now that hopefully make the final inspection process cleaner while we're here.
Everything that we asked them to change or to look at has been changed, and it just looks great.
They talked about maybe adding some graphics to the side of the truck, and it was my suggestion, let's wait till February. Let's see the final product, and make sure we're not going to junk the truck up or add too much. Now they've seen the final product, they still want to do some lettering, so I would contact Lori Winkle from the graphics department. She's come over, has their ideas, and they're going to work up a couple different samples for them and bring them over and see which one they like the best and see what we're going to add to their truck for them.
A couple of graphic things we've already picked up on is the front doors have the chevrons in them, and we want to put them on the compartment doors. We didn't think of this last time we were here, but just when they're open so they don't get clipped by a vehicle at the scene of a call. And what amazes me is we're here for 2 days. We're talking to the Pierce people, and that's not a problem. We'll take care of it while you're here. It'll be done before we leave. That's customer service. Some of the other graphics, they're looking to put some writing on the side of the truck. We weren't sure how it would look. Now that we see the truck all as one, they're talking about it now, trying to figure out what to put on, what they want. And Pierce's graphics people are right there, and it's not going to be a problem, which is fantastic.
Just because I sold the truck and I've delivered it, my job really doesn't end here. Whether it's while the truck's in warranty or 10 years from now, that truck is an extension of me until they no longer have it.
I truly hope the citizens are proud of what the fire company has put together and the effort they've put forth, and even what Pierce has put into it. They care about our town, obviously, or they wouldn't have the piece of equipment sitting here that they do.
It gives me great satisfaction to see a happy customer. I mean, that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to supply a product that they're satisfied with, and it makes me feel good that all my hard work has accomplished what they wanted.
When the whole process started, you could tell it was going to be a good thing that was happening. But the first thing, and this goes all the way from Glick and Jim Sims all the way through to Pierce and the employees here, attention to detail is just unbelievable. Quality of the product is the second thing, and customer service is the third. They far exceed anybody that I've dealt with for anything.